I'm a person that likes to see the glass half full, but I think there are challenges everywhere, and no country in the world can say that they do not have challenges when it comes to entrepreneurship. But in Morocco, I think we need to be optimistic and positive, but it is also important to be transparent and honest with ourselves, and try to identify challenges and try also to overcome them the right way. So for the challenges, I see that there are numerous ones. I think the first one would be maybe a restrictive legal framework that makes our business environment quite challenging for capital holders, whether international, whether diaspora or local ones. I think we need to make it easier for them to invest, and I think that we need to be even clearer when it comes to our regulatory framework, tax, exchange rates, etc. This is key. I think this is the foundation, and this is something that we lack in the whole African continent. But when it comes to this, I think one of our challenges may be that our ecosystem, compared to other regions in other countries in the continent, is quite lagging. I think that in Morocco we do not produce enough startups. It is important today to understand why. Producing more startups, and not only startups, but trying to produce local technologies and innovative technologies, not only just scaling other solutions that maybe work in other places, but trying to invent our own technologies is key, because only with this we can even have more success stories and more unicorns. I think we need to start by asking ourselves the right questions in order to find the best solutions. As we have the opportunity to state, the assessment is quite positive, but we need to identify where is the room for progress. I think one of the ways to do this is analyzing our gaps. What can we do better compared to other countries? And for this, I don't think that we need to go quite far. I think we can get inspired not only by the most stimulating ecosystems like Boston, Silicon Valley, Tel Aviv, Berlin, etc., but we can start by looking to Egypt, to look into Kenya, look into Nigeria. I think Nigeria has a lot to teach us when it comes to fintech. If we need to adapt our regulatory framework, well, how did they do it? I think Kenya is doing very good when it comes to mobile payments, when it comes to agri-tech. Maybe there are some things that we can get inspired with. Also, I think Egypt is doing very well when it comes to logistics and last mile, and which is something very important for us and for our economy as well, because logistics are to be found in operations everywhere. So the idea is pretty clear, is get inspired by Africa in order to serve Morocco and Africa, because I do think and believe that our ecosystem is a little bit lagging when it comes when compared to other African countries. I think also we need to identify clear metrics for us to assess our progress. What kind of metrics can we identify? We need to be driven by clear KPIs, and this is not only for our ecosystem, but it's also for the public sector, for the private sector. The public sector maybe can have a defined KPI to create opportunities for startups. Maybe they can make the procedures more easy and digitized for startups to get the opportunity to work with them. Same for private sector and open innovation, how many startups they relied on, how many were from Morocco, etc. Another thing, maybe it's more of a mindset one, would be maybe to keeping up with the great vibe that has been brought by the World Cup, which is because it's a clearly it's a vibe that has managed to set Moroccans on fire, to make them more positive, more believing in themselves, believing in a glorious country. And I think it's important to have this and install this in our entrepreneurs, for them to be more ambitious. The reason is very simple. it's for them to become more ambitious, more self-confident, and go global since day one. Because according to many reports, when you are ambitious since day one, and when you open yourself to a global market, you have 2 times the chance to double your revenue rather than and increase and have even an increased chance to succeed and to raise money from quality VCs. So I think this is something very important for our culture, for us all to aim for the sky and believe in ourselves and believe in Morocco. And this maybe soccer has helped our country understand it better than any kind of economic news. For founders, I would say focus on yourself, focus on your teams, focus on your management skills. You will need those. As much as your startup will get bigger, you will have to hire more people, and it's very important for your budget, for your scalability, to retain those talents that you will hire, and to make sure that you hire the best people and be a leader and a good manager for them to want to stay beside you. Another thing is quite part of our Muslim values, and this is my motto in life, and I think a recommendation for anyone, whether they are an entrepreneur or not. Do your best, وَالْكَمَالُ عَلَى اللَّهِ, which means do your best, work hard, do your part of the job, and just let go, set free, everything will follow.